Jujutsu Kaisen still has bad art, and y'all know what to expect here. We have here Gojo in the anime and Gojo as in the manga. I personally prefer the manga one. I don't like how stylish they made his hair. Keeping it simple like this looks better. The thing the anime did was make the art clean and made it look like Gojo is doing the middle finger if you pay close enough attention. Now, Yuji in the anime looks nice, way better than the manga. I like how in this drawing it didn't make his hair color more visible, right here specifically. I like how they didn't make his hair color more visible. It's a nice contrast. Although it is already confusing as it is. On this drawing, you see his hair is a different color in this one, but we know the color of his hair. It is pink. And Megami is here. I like the way they made him in here compared to the manga right here. The manga, again, used terrible cross hatching to create depth on his hands, but it still looks bad. His hands and fingers look squarish, and that is bad. The only thing the manga did better was the eyes, which is accurate, which is the accurate color of his eyes. The anime made his eyes blue for some odd reason when it is green. Don't know why. Don't know why they thought this was a good idea to make it blue. Even though I would prefer the green because it's more accurate to the manga. Nobara looks nice in here. But then you have this. What the absolute garbage is this? This looks way better in the cover than this. I don't know why, but it is weekly. They have to rush it and get it done to get the chapter on. Not to say it is a rushed, but this is weekly, so it has art that meets the weekly schedule. If it was more detailed, it may have been bi-weekly or monthly. Here, right here is the manga where Yuji makes that face right here. It looks hard to read, as in the way the face, his lips, it looks it looks chapped. It looks a little odd. I don't know why did they why didn't he make it more detailed, like increase the zoom in his face by drawing it bigger. That would have been better. At least I thought it would have been. In the anime, they made him look funny in here. And now we have this this right here has some great paneling, but the art still looks bad. And it still has that sketchy cross hatching to great depth when there's a different way to do it. They could have just simply just created the shadows like this. Here you see Mahito's technique in the manga. It looks good in here, but in the anime they did it better. Nice contrast. You see shadows underneath his spike technique, although it is implied that there is shadows underneath. Since if you use your imagination, you would assume that there would be shadows, since the sun, assuming that there is a sun or some light source, um, and you would imagine there would be shadows underneath. The spike technique. This right here is really good. If Jujutsu Kaisen looked like this, I would praise it so much. One Punch Man right here is still gonna be my standard. If it didn't look so good, then I wouldn't praise it so much. Look at this right here. You see Saitama doing his punch. Like that looks clean. Stories matters more than art, but I can't help but to be more attracted to what looks good in art. What looks better, at least to me. This right here, you have nice facial expressions, very well detailed, nice cross hatching. It looks clean. Everything in this panel is good. And this right here, this looks really good. Y'all might think it's unfair, but so what? I'm attracted to what looks better in art, but I would go for Jujutsu Kaisen as a story over One Punch Man, simply because One Punch Man is a gag manga, which isn't supposed to be taken seriously. Then this is Gojo right here, which again in the cover, this is pretty much the last one for Gojo. I really like the way this looks, but it still has that sketchiness, which still looks ugly. I have no idea why did the author did it this way. Why didn't they make it look better? The clothes, it looks weird. Like it looks weird. The way the shadows create the depth in here looks weird. Even though in every one of them it looks weird as well, but this one looks even weirder. It's really weird. It needs to get better as an art style.